All right, folks, let's go. Let's go over this list. 8:12, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I have a list here for tomorrow. Listen, breath, as I posted in the room, exploded today. CPI number came in it came in at a level where there's a possible rate hike next month, right? So everything exploded, specifically the IWM. Obviously, that Sunday video that I did, or a video a couple of days ago about the tweet that hedge funds are max short the IWM. And here's what happens. Up 3% for the day. Some of these guys can't catch a break. But either way, here's a list for tomorrow. WEBL, recent IPOs, been trading sideways for a while. This over here, this white line is the anchor IPO day VWAP. Resistance ever since the beginning. Resistance since day one. It's been hitting it inside day. Here on this day, it traded 54 million shares. It jumped because they are initiating a crypto platform for their global customers, right? So again, the trigger for all these stocks are going to the previous day high. The stop here, this is a volatile company, a volatile stock. The stop's got to be here 1470. All these stocks are stocks that recently either were up 4% or more in 3 times the volume, or at one point over the last 40 days, it traded at least 25 million shares, right? The purple candle is the day where it traded, where it was up 4% on 3 times the average 20-day volume. This one, ZETA, up big here. A5 earnings, revenues up 35%, cash flow plus 69%, a $200 million buyback. They raised their 2025 numbers. They see revenues at plus 25, plus 26%. It traded 47 million shares. This stock has it's been heavily accumulated by hedge funds recently, over the last quarter or so. Had a big day, pulls back to the 10-day moving average. Again, I like the stock going through 1882, stop 1750. AEO, again, we spoke about this one on Sunday. I'm long this stock already. Traded 63 million shares here, traded 44 million shares here. Company has gone viral over an ad. So I like the stock. I'm going to add to the stock going through 1264. Stop is going to be right over here. This low, call it $12. RGTI reported the numbers today. They weren't great. They weren't bad. Okay. Stock looks good. Big day here, 193 million shares. It's a big day, right? And if you look at the stock, it's been trading sideways since the beginning of the year. I like the stock going through 1637, right? Stop loss right over here, call it 1510. ASST, right? Listen, what's hot right now is it's Bitcoin. Crypto is hot, right? ETH, all these things, although right now they're having a small pullback here in the short term. But ASST, they recently merged with a company, Strive Financial. Vivek, the guy who ran for president or who was looking to run for vice president, he's involved with the company. They just recently raised $750 million to buy some Bitcoin, and they have an option to raise another $750 million. According to Finviz, 41% of the flow is short. On 8/11, 2 days ago, or yesterday actually, someone bought the March 5 calls, 2,500, which is very rare for this type of stock. Printed an inside day high of 431. It's already at 430, 435 in the aftermarkets, but I like the stock going through 431. Stop right over here. You got to give it some room. The stock, the ADR is 13%, so you have to give it some room. But again, 41% short. It's a Bitcoin treasury stock. It could potentially run. QBTS, I already own the stock. 1781 was on the list. I think Sunday. I like the stock, right? Quantum name trading sideways. The weekly looks good as well, as you can see here. Up big from $10 to $20 a share, barely pulls back. I was hoping that it ran at the end of the day, but look, it still looks good. I own the stock at 1781. I might buy more if given the opportunity. IONQ, Another quantum name, again, very simple, big cup and handle. You can argue it's been trading sideways for the entire year. No growth whatsoever since December of 2024. Recently on A5, Amazon discloses a $36 million stake. Not a big deal. It's small. Stock printed an inside day. Again, here's the weekly. Doesn't look so bad. But I like the stock here going through 44.97. Stop right over here at 41.40. This is a volatile name, but it can actually go. Traded 104 million shares over here. 14% of float is short. And ARQQ, another quantum name. Right over here at the bottom. I like the stock going to 34.39. Stop right over here, 31.51. This stock doesn't trade that much, 399,000 shares today. So you have to be, depending on how big your account is, but it's a volatile name, but when it moves, it moves. Again, I bought it here, 35.74. Immediately went to 41.40. I bought it right over here through this inside day at 37.26. It goes to $50 a share. So again, this is my list. All these names are names that at some point over the last 40 days has some type of catalyst. They're, in some type of theme. They've been acting well. And again, these trades are for tomorrow. And we don't know beforehand the winners or the losers. We don't know which ones are going to trigger. So I put my alerts in. I put my buy stops in, and I allow the market to do whatever it is going to do. Right now, breadth is back above the 5-day moving average. I didn't check the long-term breadth today, but big move today in the IWM. Right, hopefully it's not a fake out. This thing has a history of always faking people out with a big. Anytime breadth is horrible and people start talking about it, the IWM has a big day and breadth improves, and then it falters right after that. So just keep that in mind. But either way, it is what it is until it isn't, and we're going to continue to put the buy orders as long as breadth is above the 5-day moving average. So trade them well and be well.